Well, hello, this is Traces of Nuts reporting in on this beautiful, bright, sunny day. Wait a minute. I'm literally leaving this florist or nursery. I came here to get a thank you gift for the vet who looked after Biscuit. And you all know I like my rusty garden ornaments. And in fact, the thumbnail of this video is my little tribute to Biscuit out on my deck. You probably won't be able to see it and I can't zoom in, but on the wall of the nursery where the windows are, there's actually, hang on, I'll see if I can give you a better view of it. I don't think I can. There's a rectangle frame shape and it's actually got a row of animals. There's a sheep and a lamb and a dog and a cat, a rabbit, a rooster, a chicken, and there's even a spider web and a little spider. I was going to get them that until I saw it was $250 and I was like, no. Hey, Trixie. Hey, Raven. Hello, Justin on Dennis's account. Good to see you, Groovers. So, yes, here I am back at my favourite place in the world, this beautiful nursery. So that little framed thing I was about to show you, well, I just showed, it has the animals in it. I thought, what a beautiful present for the vet. For some reason in my mind, I thought it was 110, but it's 250. And I just went, no. I found a cat face on a spike that you put in the garden, but it was really big and round and too big and round for the garden that Mel's got at her place. So I've ended up buying the other and only other cat like the one in my thumbnail. Hello, Dennis. Thank you, Justin, for passing on the message. I might go so this poor person doesn't get. Oh, they go for Collingwood. Who gives a fuck? Australians will know what I'm talking about. No issue exposing a Collingwood supporter on my channel, respecting your privacy. So, yeah, my thumbnails of the little rusty cat that I got to make a little memorial for B at home. They did offer the other day for me to buy one that was slightly cheaper because it hasn't rusted yet. Yes, you paid more for rust when it comes to rusty garden ornaments. But I wanted the already rusty one. So I've just come back and decided that $250 for a bit of rust hanging on a wall, bit over the top. Hello, beautiful Morgan. Hey, wasn't that sunrise gorgeous on my Facebook page? And the little photos of Biscuit watching sunrises. That was my favourite thing to do with her. We did so many cute things together, but we watched a lot of sunrises. Unless it was a grey, I mean, it's a grey day now, but unless it was a grey day and you couldn't actually, we'd still be out there when the sun came up. But yeah, those photos of her watching sunrise slow. So I've bought the one that's not rusty that they tried to sell to me the other day, and I was like, no, I want the one that's already rusty so I can show everyone the little memorial. I'm actually going to swap out the cat at home. It's exactly the same as the one I've got in my car, but the one in my car hasn't rusted yet. Well, it started to since I was in there the other day, but it doesn't take long for them to rust. And with this rain today, and I'm going to give Mel the one out of the pot at home because that one's already rusty and she can just pop it in her garden at the front of the little vet clinic attached to her house. You needed it, Morgan. I hope it helped you, gorgeous. Hey, Francesca. Hello, beautiful. So I'm not desecrating the little memorial I did for being on my deck the other day, but I love these rusty garden things. And the one before they rust, they look like they're steel. They're still cute, but they're so much nicer when they're rusted. So I'm going to give Mel the rusty one, and as a thank you from Biscuit and I, and she can just pop it in her garden somewhere. Although she's obviously a vet and treats all sorts of animals, her specialty is she's a small animal vet, and that's basically a cat vet. I mean, obviously there's other small animals, but in the vet world, if you're a big animal vet in a suburban vet clinic, you're a dog vet, and if you're a small one, you're a cat one. Obviously there's vets that go out to farms and all the rest of it, to horses and stuff. But yeah, those photos of Biscuit watching the sunrise, and I love the one I included it in my little video that I did for her because I'm actually standing above her looking down. That photo of her from above, and the pinkish hue is because we were watching a sunrise together. She'd stand in front of me or next to me every morning, and we'd just reflect on the day ahead and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I love the rust look. Although I think I've probably got enough rust ornaments now. Although I did just say to the girl at the nursery, because I'm going to keep rescuing elderly cats, she might need to stock up. I might end up with 30 pots along my deck, or with cats sitting in them at this rate. But so I've got the little rusty windmill that I got myself for my birthday, which has stopped birds flying into my windows and getting stunned or even dying. So the little windmill that I bought myself, there's a video of that on this channel if you didn't see it. It's really beautiful. I'll do a live from my deck soon. I'll do it live from the Memorial Garden. And then my friend Laura bought me a little rusty fairy wren for Birdie. So there's a little bird in a pot, and then in the middle there's the succulents that Biscuit loved, and my rusty windmill that's saving birds' lives. And then on the other side is Biscuit in her pot, the rusty cat. And then beautiful Channy, who comes into my channel, she gave me some money for my birthday, and I bought 2 rusty flowers, and they're going to go on the post, one on the post next to Biscuit's pot, and one on the post next to Birdie's pot. Have a great day, Francesca. A Memorial Garden live. But yeah, we'll do that. But the rusty garden thing I've loved for a while now. My sister gave me, when my house was finished being built, I wanted to put numbers on it out the front, and I found rusty numbers at a market. So it's got a big rusty 16, like a 1 and a 6. On the outside of the house, because the house is kind of industrial beach look anyway. And then my sister gave me one year for my birthday a rusty thing that hangs, and it hangs out by the front door, and it's a big circle with a smaller circle inside it, and this sort of central spike that goes down through it that's got 3 or 4 bulbs on it. So it sort of all moves with the wind. Biscuit loved it when I used to bring, she had Pika and loved to lick metal things. She used to love licking. I remember saying to the vet, my cat likes licking rusty stuff, and she's like, she's not going to get enough anything of metal to hurt her, but it's just her condition. She's just got Pika. I stopped putting it on the ground. It bothered me that she was licking something rusty, but she found other metal things to lick, like the broom handle and the heater, the radiator, hydronic heating panels, radiators are metal. So yes, I've just got to put the flowers up on the post. I was going to do that today, but I won't be able to while it's raining. When it stops raining, I'll go out and pop them up, and then we can do a live from the Memorial Garden. And then my brother, sister, and sister-in-law gave me for my 50th a rusty fire pot. So there's a lot of rusty things. In fact, a friend of mine gave me, when she was cleaning out her house, when she was moving house, I'm going to go through Louis so I can slow down. It might be easier to hear me than being on the busier roads. A friend of mine was moving house, and in her garage, she found it's like a really old water canteen, you know, the sort that the army use. You've got better weather than me. I'm actually, do you know what? I'm so happy that it's raining. Is that song, you know, she's always happy when it rains. I love the rain because it means when I get, that combi's broken down. It's a shock horror, a broken down coffee on the side of the road. That's a rare sight. But I love the rain, so I can get some washing done. I'm going to have a bath today. My garden is getting watered. I'll swap out the cats and put the one that needs to rust out biscuits pot. And yeah, I love the rain. It made me laugh when I left the nursery, but it started pissing down like it is now, and I can see clearly now I was playing. I'm saturated and I'm seeing it's going to be bright, sunshiney day. Made me laugh. I'm going to put a bit of a demister on, eh? We're fogging up, guys. We're fogging up. So, yeah. I wasn't planning on going live, but I wanted to tell everyone about the present for the vet. And as much as I love the rectangular frame with the sheep, the lamb, the dog, the cat, the rabbit. Fuck, what was the little animal on the end? There was a ewe, a lamb, a dog, a cat, a rabbit, and something else, and then there was even a little spider. About $250. I was like, yeah, no. We're going home, Morgan. I just went into Sorel to get some. Well, actually, we're going to go to the local shop. I've got to go and get something for dinner. Yeah, so that's where we're going. But I had to go to Sorel to get a few bits and pieces, and then I went and got the presents for the vet. So I'll go home and swap out cats. And hopefully the new one will rust really quickly. But it's kind of nice to watch something rusting, and yeah, I'll give the one that's already rusted to Mel. Because it's still beautiful, but they just don't look as good as when they're rusted. I don't mind if biscuits rusts over the next few weeks. It'll sort of be a nice thing to watch. I'm already looking at it all the time anyway. So it'll be nice sort of watching it. Green, let's go, go, go. My water tank will be filling up. Biscuit loves the rain as well. She used to run out onto the deck in rain like this, get absolutely drenched, and then run back inside, and I'd rub it down with a warm towel and get her all dry and fluffy. And then she'd throw it out onto the deck and do it again. Which was really cute. I mean, that was another thing I loved. There were so many things I loved doing with her, but watching the sunrise and rubbing her down when she was absolutely saturated, and then if it was winter and I'd close the door, she'd be back at the door onto the deck going, let me out. Oh, fuck, here we go. You know, but it's freezing cold air, and so she'd go outside and get drenched again. It was a long life, wasn't it? think I haven't purposely watched anything Rust on. I mean, I did watch my camper van Rust, but that wasn't a fun thing to do. It was horrible. It was like and it ended up being 4 wheels in the bed, you know. I was thinking of instead of going to a hotel or a retreat or something, I was thinking I might hire a van and drive up to Bay of Fives, which is stunning, show it all off to you guys, and then work my way home again, for about 3 nights. Thinking, why don't you just get a van and load it up with some great food, do some camper van cooking in the shitty kitty kitchen in the van. I can take my 5 o'clock with me. Hello, beautiful Will. So I'm now shifting my thoughts to actually, getting a van and going for a bit of a drive up the east coast to Bay of Fives. You should Google it, it's so beautiful. Show it all up to your groovers and then come back down the coast, have a couple of nights along the way, maybe one down on the Tasman Peninsula, just down past where I live. Yeah, and go away for 3 nights on a little road trip. What do you reckon? So that's quite fun. And then I'll really get downtime because I love tinkering in little camper vans anyway. And if I'm driving along and there's a fish stall and a fruit and veggie stall, stop and get produce along the way, and then that's what I eat for the next 3 days. I'm going to have basic sort of tea, coffee, or milk, eggs, that sort of stuff, but maybe not eggs because you can pick up free-range eggs all over the place where I live, but you know what I mean? And then if I want to have an early night and just read my book by the 5 o'clock, or even just have an early night's sleep or whatever, go exploring during the day. You got rain too. You love sushi. Thanks for that. I do too. What made you think of sushi? We were talking about sushi last night. I told Zero Bugden to get sushi for dinner, but he got fish and chips. Another splendid choice. Sushi's great. In fact, the sushi at the shop I'm going to, I might get that for lunch. I might get some sushi for lunch. I wanted to cook on the barbie tonight, but it's not that it bothers me. I've cooked under my umbrella on the deck heaps of times, but the camper van trip, yeah, let's do it. I've just got to find one that's available. I think 3 nights is really a good amount of time. I'll work the 2 days that I work, and then even though I get 5 days off before I go to work again. Or maybe be 4 nights away. But yeah, I've just got to find a van and dates and book it. And we'll go for a bit of an East Coast crawl. We'll go right up to Bay of Fives and giving up carbs is hard, Will. Look, the way I'm eating these days, I was thinking about going back on keto for a while, but the way that I'm eating these days, I do actually eat carbs as long as you don't eat them after 5 p.m. And obviously don't just eat carbs till before 5, eat a balanced diet, but if you want to have carbs, just try to have them before 5. which I like because I like not being carb deprived. But yeah, I'm thinking let's go to the East Coast and show off some more beautiful Tassie. Can have beautiful. I love curling up going to sleep. Like imagine if it was raining now and you're in a camper van. Hey Melmo. I just went live for the drive home. I just went and bought a present for the vet, and I'm going to swap out the rusty cat that I got for Biscuit that's in her little memorial garden out on the deck with a new one that I've got because the new one hasn't rusted yet. And the vet said, the nursery said it takes 3 or 4 weeks for them to rust, but they're cute. They look better when they're rusted, so they're exactly the same. So I'm going to swap them out and give Mel the rusty one and one in Biscuit's memorial pot rust over the next few weeks and get home and put it out in the rain today. It'll get a good. It's already got some rust happening on it, so yeah, it doesn't take them long because it was. She brought the girl at the nursery brought it out for me the other day when I said I want the rusty one. She's like, "Oh, that one's bolted to the fence." I'm like, I know, sorry about that. And then she said, "There's this one, but it hasn't rusted yet." And I went, "No, I love the rusty." So just going to go and get some sushi for lunch and some something for dinner. I've got veggies and stuff. I just need a protein. But thanks for coming for the drive on this bright, sunshiny day. Thank you again for all of your lovely support. And yeah, Biscuit turned on a beautiful sunrise this morning. Some of my Facebook friends, including Morgan, got to see photos of it and also some photos of Biscuit watching the sunrise. That was something that she loved doing with me. It was my favourite thing that we did together. We did a lot of cool shit together, but watching the sunrises together, starting a new day, wondering what was happening, you know, what was ahead of us. It was pretty cool. So thanks for coming for the drive. I shall see you all soon. I'll go live from home on the weekend so you don't have to keep listening to me and my poor audio quality driving all the time. May you all have a lovely night, morning, day, whatever you're up to. Yeah, loves for the biscuit. Chili and I would never, I believe that. I don't think Chili Cha-Cha would have got out of bed before midday for under 10 grand. Who was it? Which supermodel said that? Linda Evangelista, I think. I don't get out of bed before midday for under 10 grand. But yeah, B and I used to love the sunrises. We were up 5 a.m. every day. I can just see Chili Cha-Cha going, I am not moving. Till dinner time. Oh, they're so fun, our little animals. And then the other news will be after my little East Coast. If I can get an East Coast road trip happening in the next 2 or 3 weeks, if I can find a van, when I get back, I'll be going into 10 lives to get me my next, to get the next candidate for the Park Beach retirement village for elderly floofs. She was always in bed for sunsets too. Oh, Chili Cha-Cha. It's exhausting work when you've got short legs. It is. Life is hard when your legs are little. Yeah, so I'm kind of, well, if Sunny's still there, yeah, Morgan, she's definitely the candidate. But I do feel like I want to do this road trip. My boss goes away. My boss is here next week, so I'm actually working Monday and Tuesday, and then I don't go back to work till the following Tuesday. So I've got nearly a week off, and I feel like that's the perfect time for me to go for this little trip up the East Coast. And then I'll work for a couple of days, and then I'm going to have 5 days off before I go back to work. And I reckon in that 5 day period, that's when I'll bring a little floof home. I'm spending the afternoon seeing if I can find a camper van to take away. Otherwise, what I'm going to do is I will book accommodation up at Bay of Fires, and I'll just do a road trip. If I can't find a van, I love the idea of the van and a bit of camping. And I agree. And I hate to say it, Morgan, but Sonny probably still will be there. People just don't want the older cats, and it's awful because, everyone wants the kittens. But for me, the old ones, I mean, they're completely house trained. Their personalities, they already know who they are. There's no, you don't have a couple of years of them just trying to become self-aware, because that can be a pain in the ass, living with a thing that's got no fucking idea who it is. Kittens can be assholes, not cats, or cats can too, but kittens can be pricks. But the other thing, the real reason I want to give these old ones, yeah, well, exactly, Melma. And look, I thought I was going to have Biscuit for maybe a few more years, but she had such serious health issues. Not that anyone would have known, because she was such a massive personality and so active, but she was, every day with her was borrowed time. So, but yeah, they can live to be 20. My sister's, 22, 23. My sister's cat is 20. So Oliver was 16. But the main reason I like it is because giving the oldies a home is because the majority of them, and I'm talking like 99% of them, have been surrendered because their human has either got sick or died. So not only are they already very self-aware, fully house trained, the works, they're also heartbroken. The human, the person that they adored and who adored them, got sick or died, and that's why they've ended up being surrendered again. So Chili Chacha was 9. Yeah, Biscuit had just turned 9 when I got her. Yeah, they do. But look, even if they don't, like even if I end up with another one that ends up with having health problems like Biscuit, and I only have that one for a year or two, it still will be worth it. I'm just kind of bummed that Biscuit was the perfect match for me. Like, I know that whatever animal I get next has got big shoes to fill, and I don't expect any of them to fill Biscuit's shoes. But I'm sad that, like, what if I end up rescuing a cat that's a real droob and I'm stuck with it for another 15 fucking years or 10 years? I'll have to assess the personality. I mean, Sunny might be just too smoochy and, oh, look, who knows? But what if you end up with a cat that's just like really clingy and annoying and needy and codependent, and I've got that fucker for 10 years? Because, I mean, the reason Biscuit and I were such a good team was she was an independent, opinionated woman. She had her own, she knew who she was. She had her own shit going on. She just shared a house with me, and it was awesome. What if I get some friggin' needy, whiny cat that has not much of a personality? Although I can't really imagine a cat that has no personality. But what if its personality is, just drooby? That would be a cat sent by me. I know. I've got to be careful. I know that Birdie would try and find me another Biscuit. I know that Birdie would be thinking of me, but yeah, Mem would send a pain in the ass cat for sure. And what if it lives for another 10 years? Foster first? Yeah, I don't know if you can. I don't know if they let you foster an older one. I mean, you can foster a lot of. They have a lot of volunteers who foster kittens to get them socialized and ready to be rescued. But I've never seen. It doesn't say they don't do it, but I don't know if they let you. Like a try before buy. I'm very wary after having. I mean, that 10 Lives would get it. They know how special Biscuit was. I think when I go in there, I'm going to say I don't want another like identical Biscuit. But which of the elderly cats is going to provide the same sort of lifestyle that Biscuit did? Independence. I know you can, Mel. I just don't know if 10 Lives. I'm not sure. They might. I don't know. And I want to go through them. I want to support them. They're the charity that I support here. So not the charity, but the organisation. Yeah, Madonna would fucking send me the droobiest cat around. I mean, like, there's a kitten at the moment. They put it up yesterday on the 10 Lives page called Crumpet, and everyone was going, "Oh my God, you've got to get Crumpet. It's a sign." And Crumpet was surrendered as a feral. Is 4 months old now, socialised, ready to go. They don't know much about Crumpet's personality yet. He's a little ranger, like he's cute as fuck. But he'll get rescued today, probably. Like the kittens go like that. Um, they get snapped up. So I don't know. I don't know. I think that Mem would go out of her way to guarantee I ended up with some absolute fucking fizzer of a cat. But then I don't know, maybe diehard cat owners would be like, there's no such thing as a fizzer cat. Every cat is awesome. And maybe they are. It's just that Oliver and Biscuit, both brown tabbies, both fucking gold, both independent. And I got Oliver as a kitten. We have a hospice pug organisation, but you don't think can take a long time. I know for me that the reason I'll be getting another one sooner rather than later is because I can't bear the thought of these older cats spending another night in, even though 10 Lives is unbelievable, they're incredible. But the thought of these cats, so like the longer I put it off, I'm just going to be tormented by, oh, those poor old girls are having another night with no, they've had another day of watching all these people come in and leave with kittens, one after the other. And those poor old girls are there through no fault of their own. The humans have died or got sick and put into care or whatever's happened to them, and they're heartbroken. And then they see this shit going on every day. Hey, Anne-Marie, good to see you. But cats that attack crack me up. You just have to set boundaries with them. You just tell that cat your boundaries, they'll tell you theirs, and you'll coexist until you get to go home. And in the meantime, wear a stack hat, get a helmet. Hello, beautiful Val. Good to see you, gorgeous. You shaved Mishka. Got a whole other cat from her. She purred the whole time. She would have loved it. Yeah, the tummy. That's where it all. See, that's where I knew Biscuit loved me, was when the night, and I've never forgotten it. The night that we were playing, was playtime, and we were on the rug, and she rolled over on her back and just let me rub her tummy for like 10 minutes. I was like, wow, we have come such a long way, Biscuit. Like, that was such a beautiful moment. And that was the moment I knew not only that she trusted me, I already knew she trusted me, but that was the moment I knew she loved me, that she let me do that, because her belly, you just wanted to bury your head in it. It was so floofy and big and gorgeous. And yeah, she was never a fan. She'd be lying on her back and I'd tickle her tummy. She'd give me this look like, well, fuck you. You just ruined this moment. Thanks, bitch. But the day she just lay there and I was able to just rub her tummy, oh my God. for like 10 minutes. It was so special. The hospice program pays all the medical bills, but I don't think I can purposely take on a dying animal. No. I mean, I'm going to keep rescuing elderly ones, and I know that by doing that, I'm probably bringing home an animal that might have serious health issues already, or it's, going to get sick much sooner than a little one. But then, I know people that have had pets that have been only a few months old that have got really sick and died, and, you just don't know. It's not going to stop me doing it. But yeah, I think taking on a dying animal it's like working in a palliative hospital for humans. It takes special people to do that. I know that my place is set up beautifully as a retirement home for older animals, older cats, not dogs so much unless they're small. And unfortunately for me, I love the big dogs. I love the Rotties, the Labs, the Golden Retrievers. And the reality is they will not happily coexist in the house with me or me with them. So they would have to spend a lot of time down below in the garden. And I just don't see the point. Like, if you're going to get an animal, you want to be with it. Not all the time, but I'd feel horrible if I was sitting up watching telly or something and the dog would come in at night. But you know what I mean? It'd be a much different thing, whereas it's much better set up for cats. I mean, I love all animals. I'd love to have one of each, to be honest, but I don't see the point in getting a dog and it's spending half of its time in a fenced off yard below under the house. I don't know. Maybe it'd like it. I don't know. Maybe I should contact the dog home and say, if you've got a really antisocial dog that just wants to spend time on its own in a garden while I'm upstairs cooking dinner and ignoring it. You're not the worst cat owner. You discovered the issue and you fixed it, Mel Mel. You've got a crazy menagerie. None of your menagerie can get the sort of attention I can give that, they could give Biscuit or the next animal that I get. Yeah, the cats set the boundaries. You're right, Morgan. You are right. Oh, cool. I look forward to seeing the giant ball of floof that you removed, Mel Mel. You touched this cat's tail and felt successful. We had 5 kittens last year and one got very sick and died. It was horrible, but adopting the other ones, that was great. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely getting another older one, Anne-Marie. I'm going to get many, I suspect. Your remaining cat's 21. You don't know, Val. And look, I wanted many more years with Biscuit, but the vet reminded me the other night that when she was diagnosed in June last year with hypothyroidism and cardiomyopathy, she really was on borrowed time. And the vet said that, they send these animal owners home with their pets and with the new regime of medicine, and they cross every finger and toe that the animal responds. But it's very common in 3 or 4 weeks for these pet owners to come back and the animal's not improving and they have to let them go. So she said, be really proud that you gave her another 8 months, because it was a lot more than many animals get with that sort of a diagnosis. Please do send me the pics, Mel. I'm laughing a lot now. Biscuit's making sure of it. She cracked me up every day. It's totally inappropriate for me to not laugh, even a minute after she died, bless her. And before we gave her the green dream, and fuck, that injection's beautiful. It's like absinthe green. It was so mesmerising to look at it. It was just all beautiful, tragic beauty. But Mel said to me after Biscuit had gone, well, before she went, her breathing was really laboured. She was breathing with her mouth open. Anyway, Biscuit flew away, and we were standing there, and Mel said, look, she's already better. Her breathing isn't as laboured. She's not breathing with her mouth open. And I looked at Mel and I went, yeah, that's because she's dead. And we both cracked up, and she looked at me. She's like, I can't believe I just said that. And she said it several times. She kept saying, her breathing isn't so laboured now. I'm like, well, she's not breathing at all. That's why. So we still had a laugh, even Even in that moment of tragic beauty, we still had a laugh. And Biscuit made me laugh every day, so I'm making sure I do. One of our kiddies is living the busy life in San Francisco. Wow, the heights the cats can reach. I love San Francisco. Parts of Hobart remind me of San Francisco. Or San Francisco reminded me of parts of Hobart when I was there. I don't know which way you say it. Both ways, I guess. Hey, Grandma Ducky. I've got a new subscriber because of you. Thank you. She left a lovely message saying that you mentioned Biscuit and she subscribed. So thank you for that. It's nice to have another floof loving subscriber. She'll be able to follow me and the next floof that I get, because it'll be an adventure. San Fran's fantastic. My friend Marcus is from San Francisco too. I'm trying to remember the suburb he's from. It's hilarious. He told me where he's from, and there's like a nickname for it, and it's not flattering. It was very funny. I'll try and remember. But yeah, so the next one will be an adventure, unless being there, aka Mem, as Mel has rightly pointed out, has a hand in it and sends me some fucking droody. I can't imagine a cat devoid of personality. But that being said, Biscuit's personality was so big that not many cats are going to, meet the same standard that she's set. Is he single? Yeah, he is. He's a saxophonist in a band called Con Brio. He's awesome. He's awesome. No, it's not Nob Hill, but that would be one that we would. No, I'll go back through my messages with Marcus and I'll let you know, Morgan, next time I'm live. It was pretty funny because I kind of said, yeah, well, Tasmanians refer to Hobart as Slowbart. So we kind of had a mutual make fun of where we're from thing as well. But yeah, he is single. But he's a breeding sax player, so he's heaps of fun though. Heaps of fun. Oh my god, you played sax too. You two could have sax all the time. What did I used to call his saxophone a bendy sex whistle. The bendy sex whistle. All right, so what I'm going to do is buy some sushi. Yeah, anywho. Oh, Grandma Ducky's single and ready to mingle. Oh, I've just bought a thank you vet from my vet live turns into hilarity. I love it. Thank you guys. And I'm in a good place. And I'm going to have a very gentle afternoon. I'm going to swap out the cats so I can give Mel the vet the rusty one, and then I can watch this new one rust over the next few weeks. I look at the little pot with the cat in it every day a lot. It's so Biscuit because she used to sit in pots all the time. And she used to love looking at the beach, looking at the sea, and looking at the driveway to see if she could spot a blue tongue. Not that she could get to it, but she used to love blue tongue spotting. Yeah, Morgan, Grandma Ducky's moving in too. You've got competition. I need one that washes my car in his Speedo. We call them Speedos. It sounds weird when Americans say Speedo. Yeah, like if a dude's wearing Speedos here, budgie smugglers, dick pointers. You need one that cooks your dinner. I don't know if Marcus cooks. It's very creative. I wouldn't be surprised. But you need to listen to Con Brio. They're great. Put on their song. It's a shame. I don't think I can play music. I can't play music while I'm on live on my thing. I don't think. Hang on, let's see if I can. Do you reckon if I disappear, I love you guys, but if I can play music too, just give me a sec. It's Biscuit's legacy, Anne Marie. I'm definitely gonna. So it's Con, new word Brio, Brio. There's already a couple of bands called Con Brio though. You got to get the right one. You got to get the one with Zeke, the lead singer, little hottie. It sounds like sort of Michael Jackson, dances like a demon. I don't even know if you guys are still with me or not, but I have to go to YouTube Music. I wonder if this will work. I might have already lost you. Um, and yeah, if I have, I love you guys. I'll be back on the weekend. I'm doing this sideways. It's all happening, man. Space. B. It's hard to read the keyboard when it's sideways, like where the letters might be. Here we go. Um, can you hear it? You can't hear it? Okay. Let's see if I can fix that. Hang on. Oh no, I've completely killed it now. Damn. Anyway, it sounds like you found them, Morgan. Enjoy. Put on Free and Brave as your first intro to them. Oh, my sound would have been shit because I've been hooked up to my Bluetooth the whole time as well. I just turn them off. Hang on. Yeah, so listen to Free and Brave as your little kicker. You'll love that because it's about America. All right, my loves. Sorry you couldn't hear it. It wouldn't let it play out of my Bluetooth. So I love you, groovers. I'm gonna get some sushi. I'm gonna put her at home. Take care of yourselves. Find something on YouTube to make you laugh. There's a shitload of funny stuff out there. I've completely abandoned the communities that are just talking the same shit every day and having a go at each other every day. I'm now following someone who's taking the piss out of somebody I used to like on YouTube but don't like anymore, and I'm thoroughly enjoying every second of it. So find someone who's taking the piss out of someone who gives you the shits, and trust me, your life will be much better. Until next time, stay groovy and remember, be like Biscuit.